Hello everyone, welcome to RevGD. This will be another short video to share some tips for setting up Oculus Quest 2 project in Unreal. Most of the settings are already covered and provided on the Oculus Quest through the Oculus Quest documentation. So I'll provide this link in the video description. I followed almost all the steps that are listed in here. I actually went with the binary option and all the other settings that you can check by yourself. But what I will cover in this video is some of the settings that are not listed here, but I discovered during my own project development, either through the Google searches or the Unreal, some of the resources. So some of the settings that will actually help with the performance of your Oculus Quest application or the VR project in general. So let's get to those settings first. So once you go to your project settings, go to the project settings, engine, and rendering. And one of the settings that is listed about the mobile HDR. So as per the Oculus documentation, you should uncheck this one because Oculus Quest 2 doesn't support this HDR, the Android version that you're using. Although most of the documentation about the VR setup that you will find online recommends to keep this checked. So if you are working on a project that will support multiple VR systems, so maybe another option might be to change this setting in the game.ini file, maybe through the build process or something. So you have a build for Oculus Quest 2 specifically, and then a separate build for other VR systems. I haven't tried, and I'm not planning to do it for now, but something to keep in mind. Now, regarding the performance of your VR experience, so one of the settings that is suggested online is to use the forward rendering. So let's look for the forward. The forward renderer. So by default, this forward shading would be unchecked or false for VR projects, and Unreal by default uses the deferred shading, which is good in most cases. It is more flexible, but it uses the G buffer on your GPU memory for processing the deferred rendering. But in case of forward shading, forward renderer, it does not use that GPU G buffer memory, so that can improve the performance. And it goes hand in hand with the, so this is forward shading. The next one is the anti-aliasing method that you will need to set up if you choose the forward renderer. And in this case, this MSAA, this is suggested for forward shading, although forward shading supports both temporal AA and MSAA, but MSAA usually have a better performance than the temporal anti-aliasing. And as per my own experience in my test project, if you want to get to 90 frames per second, then these two settings, forward shading and MSAA, will really help you to get there. Of course, it will depend on all the other constraints of your design, etc. But these two settings will certainly help to improve the performance. And Besides that, yeah, follow most of the settings that are listed in the Oculus. So that is it for this video. I hope you will find it useful, and I'll see you in next video. Thank you. Bye.